Good morning, Tube Nation. Facebook fam, was good? Beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. Just in case you didn't know, spring is officially here. We had the weakest winter I've seen in a long time, which means the summer's gonna be the truth. You need to get your AC system serviced now in your car. Make sure the boys on point, cause this summer. I think this summer's gonna be the truth, man. Real talk. But that's not what I decided to do this video to talk to you guys about. I decided to do this video because there's a lot of people who wake up every morning not knowing what they're going to do in life, not knowing how they're going to change their life, and I want to talk to those people. You know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody close to you, you know what I'm saying, you see them still doing the same thing, and you tell them every day, hey, you know, every chance you get to, you know what I'm saying, make a plan and try to do this and do that, and they hear you, but they're not listening. They don't listen well, you know, because you keep preaching the same thing. Sometimes people need to hear from another person. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before. My dad told me one thing, somebody else said the same thing. And I remember back to my dad telling him the same thing he told me. And he just shake his head like, Lord have mercy, this boy right here. But it's in that area. Good people. It's election year. Everybody knows who they don't want in office. Everybody knows who they want in office. But regardless of that, you gotta always remember, once they get in office, they gotta still abide by the same rules every president has to abide by. You know, so there's a lot of stuff they say they want to do, a lot of stuff they really not gonna do. You can't control that. You know, so you can put the person in office who you think is gonna do whatever they're gonna do, and we'll get on that whole presidential election thing later on and what I think about it. But right now, my concern is, what are you gonna do? But next 4 years, what are you gonna do? What's your plan? What's your life plan? What's your immediate goals, and what's your long-term goals? What can you accomplish now? What can you can accomplish until you make certain provisions now? A lot of us are kind of going through year by year. Every December 31st, New Year's Eve. Oh, I'm gonna do this. You know, this my New Year's resolution. This, that, and another. And by mid-February, you know what I'm saying, you done gave up, you done quit. I see, it's March, so most of y'all that I'm talking to, you done at least quit 2 or 3 times. Oh, I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And you know what I'm saying, you back on the couch, stuck trying to figure out why you can't complete it, because you're not serious. A lot of us do a lot more talking than we need to. I learned over the last 4 or 5 years that if I want to do something, I don't talk about it, I just do it. Make a plan, do it, and then let people see the end results. Too often, some of us, we talk about something, and once we talk about it, we feel like we made manifest what we want to happen, and we haven't really accomplished anything. We haven't made a step towards accomplishing that goal, and we need to just be quiet, keep our mouth shut, and just get on the grind. Keep your head, you know, saying, keep your nose to the grinding stone and keep moving forward, and then let your results speak for themselves. One of the biggest things I've learned over the years is how to put in practice not letting your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Not everybody that you roll with, or you cool with, you family with, that say they love you, this, that, another, got your back, really has your back. People can consciously and subconsciously do things to try to keep you from being successful. They put themselves in bad positions. I've done this before. I remember I did this to my dad subconsciously. I put myself in a bad position where it hindered his goals to make things better for himself, thus making things better for all of us. And I didn't understand it then, but it was a subconscious move. I didn't see it like that until I got older. I'm married now. We're married for a little bit. Kids, and I realized, like, dang, okay, Vic, when you do this, that, and another, this is the end result. And I've learned that as a son, and becoming a man and becoming a husband and father myself, how to ward off self-sabotage in people. And one way to do it is just keep your mouth shut. When you're making big moves or you got big moves planned, sometimes, even though you're excited, the situation's coming up, you're like, man, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be, I want to share this with people. Sometimes you just need to be quiet, let the results happen. Let things speak for themselves. And then when people try to figure out like how'd you do that, then you can say, hey, this is what I did. Sometimes I wasn't hanging out with y'all, and I wasn't, pulling up with you and all this and another, rolling up with you. Some people smoke. I was making moves. How can you tell us? Oh man, play it off. Because some people do mean well, but they can be unknowingly condescending to your ideas because they're afraid of change. They're afraid of growth. They're afraid that if you become better, that would take away all their excuses to be better themselves. And some people, they just don't want to see you better. They have this power thing. They have this control thing. They want to control the situation around them and their environment. And if they see you growing, which means you're getting outside of that bubble that they placed you in, that little proverbial box, they do everything in their power to try to thwart you. I've seen a lot of people. Let's take my schooling, for example. I started March of last year. I came upon my year when I started, when I had my next class this March. And I know I'm really looking raggedy. I'm just letting it grow in thick so I can line it up right. If it ain't thick enough to line up right. So I gotta, this is just part of the process. I gotta let it look raggedy for a little bit, grow in thick so I can line it up perfect. Trying to get that little look right there. How we do. But I remember my first class, professional development. Seeing people, talking to people, and and engaging in mannerisms and who they are and key characteristics. Those some people that did a lot of good talking, man. A lot of loud, like Tip say, a lot of loud mouthing and hot dogging. A lot of stuff going on here. Month 2 come around, you see that alleged enthusiasm they had kind of wane in month 3, and wane some more. Month 4, you don't see them no more. You know what I'm saying? It's been a year, and there's a few people that I remember seeing my first month. I haven't seen again. There's people that later on down the road. Some of it mitigating circumstances. Some of it just that stick-to-itiveness that my dad would say. I'm pretty sure it's made a word, but there's no perseverance. 2, they're around too often, especially young folk. You're around people who don't understand the importance of sacrificing now. Nobody wants to sacrifice. Everybody wants that quick meal lifestyle. They want, I just want to grind a little bit and get paid. Okay, well, guess what? That little bit of grind is going to give you a little bit of pay, and then when it's all said and done, you're going to have to go back to grind a little bit, and it's just a never-ending cycle. I had to learn this myself, and I ain't no hypocrite. Saying that when I had the opportunity to go to school with no kids, no wife, minimal responsibility, I ain't gonna lie, I pissed it off. I was tired of school. I didn't want to do nothing educationally related, and I didn't see the importance of it then. I understood, having a good job, but I foolishly thought I could just work hard, and it'd be all right. And I had to learn now. You need some type of education. I don't care if you go to a trade school, college, you barber, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You become an entrepreneur. You still need an education. Now, as an entrepreneur, you may not have to be educated through a college per se. They may not happen that way. You might be around a person who's an entrepreneur, and you glean from them and learn the do's and don'ts. And you pretty much have a mentor. But you got to learn from somewhere and somebody how to make whatever it is your dream is work and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? That's nice to have a little dream, whatever. But it's even better if you can have your dream, live your dream, and get paid for it. So, I'll say all that to say this, man, because I'm coming up on my 10-minute mark. I won't make these too long. whatever it is in life that you want to do, you know what I'm saying? These are some things you want to have to just make sure you really understand and prepare for it. You gotta be willing to sacrifice. You gotta be willing to sacrifice. Popping bottles, new J's, popping tags. You're going to have to put that to the side for what you want. You may have to. Perseverance. Whatever you want, whatever is worth having is worth fighting for. I believe that. I say that often. Whatever is worth having is worth fighting for. If you want a better lifestyle, you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to fight yourself in the sense of self-doubt, self-persecution. Nah, I don't deserve it. I don't even know why I'm doing this. You gonna have to fight through that. People around you, man, you want too much. Be careful them them dudes right there, them chicks. You want too much. You doing the most. Why you want that type of lifestyle? You need to move off around them quick. Because anytime you try to come up, they're gonna find a way to try to tear you down. What's third? Sacrifice, perseverance, and keeping your mouth shut. That's the third thing. Keep your mouth shut. I'm finna do it. Get the results. Then let people see it. That way nobody can tell you. See, people can't thwart a plan they don't know you have. Not everybody needs to know you have a plan. Sometimes you need to do it. Surprise your parents. I did, because my dad and my mom said I didn't know. They finally using your head, but the whole time my mom like, I've been planning this 8 months ago. But not saying my parents will try to tear me down, but you don't need to tell, because sometimes somebody can tell somebody something arbitrarily just through conversation, and that person got a problem with you, and they find a way to try to mess up your situation. Because in life, you're gonna have enough hurdles. Then with life, your car might not start. You might need a battery. Your lights, your power get turned off. Saying it's a storm, knock the branch over, and all this and another. Life's gonna throw you enough curves. Don't add to it by giving people who could possibly be your enemy the ability to control or dictate how you go through your life. Sometimes being quiet is the best thing you can do, man. Tupac said it best, man. Listen twice, speak once. You need to do more listening than you do speaking, because you're telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some big plans that I want to see happen. I kind of told my wife, and that's my wife. I ain't really told nobody else, and guess what? Y'all gonna see this on Facebook. There's no need for you to know until I do it. When I do it, it comes into fruition, then we can sit down, we can dialogue. But other than that, don't worry about it. Now, I say all this with love. Y'all have a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. If you can get the opportunity to go outside and just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy it. Because, man, it's going to be hot as the devil's neck here in a couple months. So enjoy this nice 75 to 80 degree weather while you can. And y'all be up. Peace out. To the nation. Facebook. Man.